Okay, today we are on lesson 305. There is a peace that Christ bestows on us. There is a peace that Christ bestows on us. Who uses but Christ's vision finds a peace so deep and quiet, undisturbable and wholly changeless, that the world contains no counterpart. Who uses but Christ's vision finds a peace so deep and quiet, undisturbable and wholly changeless, that the world contains no counterpart. Comparisons are still before this peace, and all the world departs in silence as this peace envelops it and gently carries it to truth, no more to be the home of fear. For love has come and healed the world by giving it Christ's peace. Father, the peace of Christ is given us because it is your will that we be saved. Help us today but to accept your gift and judge it not, for it has come to us to save us from our judgment on ourselves. Now we can just rest in that peace together. The peace that Christ bestows on us.
We can stay in this open space as we come back to the room here. Stillness that is here as the world departs. This beauty. And the world no longer needs to be the home of fear, for love has come and healed the world by giving it Christ's peace. This peace has no counterpart. Comparisons are still before this peace. Allow how Jesus chooses his message and his words in the lesson. Comparisons are still before this peace. And let go comparison, crazy device of the ego. So does anyone have any expression this morning? Are you feeling this peace? Maybe in the midst of other things going on, you can still feel this peace. And if someone is feeling something else than peace, you're welcome to bring it up.
Hi, morning everybody. Hi, Jenny Barrett. Yeah, it just feels right to follow Solvay. I've had a lot of almost instant rage come up at times. I can feel it in the background and half taking care of it, but then something Solvay says, it's not just Solvay, but I just feel intolerant or irritable, and so there's a tone, at least, at the very least, that I express with her.
I want to question, because you said it feels right to follow Solvay. I just want to invite you to look at that thought. Maybe that's something you're working through, and to allow that.
Yeah. Well, I feel some guilt about being angry with Solvay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe that's there. Maybe that's why you wanted to speak.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I've appreciated a number of times when she hasn't reacted. So she has been, but I don't know whether she was just disappearing then, but
So yeah, for you, I feel it is to look at that anger, to just, like she's looking at her fear, you.
Yeah.
Even right now, I think that is better than speaking. Just be with it.
I hear you. Just want to say one other thing then. But there's this intense neediness, anxiety that comes up. And food has been an important way I've dealt with that. And when we were shopping yesterday, there are foods there that I'm buying simply to deal with that anxiety. And I was just sharing that in the supermarket, and Solvay was just saying, well, you sound very hard on yourself. And I was really angry. I'm really angry with myself for being unable or unwilling to be with these emotions sometimes.
Mm.
A couple of mornings ago, I was. For a long time, I just sat in the peace. And since then, the peace has been more on the surface and the feeling has been more underneath. And then I thought, have I just suppressed it? No, but it still comes up. So I don't think that I have, but yeah, it's intense. I have a lot of pain in my body because of it too. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm fearful too of it. It's pretty relentless. It's this neediness has been there all my life, but now it's yes. I know that the things that I grasp for aren't true, but I can't. I feel totally intolerant. The fact that sometimes I still go for the addictive route, the worldly route of suppressing the emotion.
Well, I think you work pretty well. You're becoming aware more and more. And I think the only addiction is to the ego thinking. That self-judgment or judgment, period.
That is such a core belief for me, that I'm a coward. And I blame myself.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's helpful when you say that. I kind of I need that, and I am not accepting. Some places here that I'm not accepting.
Yeah, because you
can
get
see
very,
that.
very angry and defensive outwardly when you feel very cowardly, when you judge yourself. So it's but you're aware, you can really also just sit with it, allow it to be released. Question that belief.
Yeah, I could feel that's like letting myself off the hook.
Maybe we'll see you later.
Sorry?
Maybe we'll see you both later. If you
Maybe.
come on. Yeah. Can be in touch about it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Christian?
You need to unmute yourself.
Now?
Yeah. Now
okay. Good morning. It's always the same thing with this. Yes, what I felt this morning, I felt a lot of tension in the body, like a contraction, contracted. And after a while, it was there showed up something behind this contraction. There is something behind it. But it's always like a switching between going for the background, so to speak, where it feels the peace lies. The peace is there. But I always contract again and again and again in the body. And I think that's it's fear. It's fear in the body. It's like to defend something, you know, to defend what is inside. Always to keep control, and then something shows behind, and then again, always back into this control contraction feeling.
Yeah. And I think that it's deep, you know, and I think so every time you feel that contraction, that tension, it's very helpful to ask, what is my belief? Or even, where did this originate?
You know, what comes to mind is I'm tired of this whole thing, you know. Something I'm really tired. But as Peter and Solveig said, it's another form of, yeah, I can understand this. It's another form from to want to get rid of this whole disturbances and tensions, and but I think it's but sometimes really the light, small light, as I said, comes through this tension. As you mentioned, the birds singing, and I could hear the birds singing. That immediately relaxed me, you know.
Yeah.
I said, it's everything is. I felt it's flowing. It's going on. It's not stopping. I stop. I feel I stop.
Yeah, but truth is not stopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is, you're onto it, you know, when you look at those places where there is tension, there must be a fear, there must be some belief there that is ready to be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel also this is also to come into this sharing with you, and I think it's a good step for me, because I there's always some contraction all to go in that sharing, and always to think there's a thing I do it on my own, you know. I do it with the Holy Spirit, or I can manage it somehow.
It's good to join with mighty companions.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, to speak it out and to listen and to, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes there's a really deep tiredness of this battling. So it feels like a battle sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes it comes to my mind, I'm doing this to my own, you know. But I can't really want to get a grip on it. It's not possible.
I'm going to give you some words from Jesus on this.
Yeah.
The quiet light in which the Holy Spirit dwells within you is merely perfect openness, in which nothing is hidden, and therefore nothing is fearful. Attack will always yield to love if it is brought to love, not hidden from it. There is no darkness that the light of love will not dispel, unless it is concealed from love's beneficence. What is kept apart from love cannot share its healing power, because it has been separated off and kept in darkness. The sentinels of darkness, watch over it carefully, and you who made these guardians of illusion out of nothing are now afraid of them. Would you continue to give imagined power to these strange ideas of safety? They are neither safe nor unsafe. They don't.
No.
No. They do not protect, neither do they attack.
No.
They do nothing at all, being nothing at all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jenny, could you tell me the
The chapter?
yes?
Chapter.
Yeah.
The light of communication.
Okay.
It's called the light
So
of
I can go through it again with in German.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
it's
understood. Yeah.
chapter 14, part 6.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. It's. I understand, and
Yeah. And he's also continuing later on in this text, saying, therefore keep no source of interference from his side, for he will not attack your sentinels, but bring them to him, and let his gentleness teach you that in the light they are not fearful and cannot serve to guard the dark doors behind which nothing at all is carefully concealed. Yeah, you can read it yourself in German and sit with it, but
no, I understood.
yeah,
Yeah.
you must open all the doors and let the light come streaming through. It's saying, yeah. Mm. There are no hidden chambers in God's temple. Its gates are open wide to greet his son. No one can fail to come where God has called him if he close not the door himself upon his Father's welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I think everyone is preparing. We're going to have a retreat here together, you know. You're preparing, Christian, Peter and so you're preparing. There's healing. There's, there's stuff coming up. Everyone here is preparing too. It's a lot. So this is a beautiful, soothing lesson to be with today. With Christ peace. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we have Muna, I think. Muna has dark screen. Can we see you, Muna?
Yes. Hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but we cannot see you.
No, I'm just never up in time because of so much sleep disturbance. But I keep wanting to make an effort, but really, I'm so exhausted. But I wanted to share because I keep, I'm starting to feel disconnected from the group, partly because I don't get up and I don't put the camera on and all that. But it's also a pattern. It's a pattern of slipping away. And there's apathy about that slipping away. I don't care. It's like I can move on to the next thing and the next thing. But I think what I'm getting in touch with this morning is this exiled part of myself that's anxious and separate and alone. And the belief is I don't belong, anxiety about not belonging, never being able to belong, and then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I think sorry,
Are you wearing something?
Yes.
Can you turn on the light right now? Can we see you? Maybe that would be helpful for you. It doesn't matter what you look like.
Okay.
Allow, Yeah, because you just described, hi.
Ah, yes, yeah,
Seeing you. Yeah.
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
okay to be in, it's okay to be part of this group.
Mm.
And it's okay to be prepared for it, even if you didn't get much sleep, you know, because sometimes the ego wants to excuse in many, many ways to not join.
Mm.
There's many ways of saying, not today, I'm not feeling
Yes,
well, I'm not feeling rested. But
yes.
like you said, you see the pattern of slipping away.
Yeah, big time, slipping away. I see the pattern of whenever there's connection and communication, somehow it disappears. And I don't know what I'm doing unconsciously that it disappears, but I end up with 0 people around me to keep the belief that I'm alone and in place. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. I don't know how I'm doing it, but I'm catching it just today. I'm doing it unconsciously. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be known emotionally to anyone. It's I think it's a shamed part or shameful part that believes if people knew me emotionally, they'll reject me anyway. It's self-rejection to preempt rejection, to preempt rejection in the world, like 100% sure rejection will come.
Yeah, even that Jesus put words to, that you believe that if someone really knew the truth about you, they will recoil as if from a poisonous snake.
Yes,
that
that was actually exactly coming to mind just before you said it, because I remember that bit from the course. It's the ego, of course, the ego, but that's how my whole life is organized. And it's kind of sad because I still believe that. I still do that. And I still self-isolate unconsciously. Yeah, I guess it's the shame that speaks silently, without showing itself.
Yeah, it's like to learn what joining is, learn how Spirit show me what joining really is. How can I really feel connected without being in control? Like really open to that possibility. It's going to be very, very beautiful for you to open up to that. Joining control, like to, include yourself.
Yeah, what you said is profound. It just feels, again, I still feel the ego feelings, and defenselessness feels terrifying, terror. Everything that Solvay shared just really resonates, the terror and just uncontrollable terror. And but I can see it's like really being completely blind, walking in the dark and being terrorized. And it just feels like there's no way out.
Sometimes we need to put the heel down, though.
Sorry?
Sometimes we need to put the heel down and say, no, I'm going to face this. I'm not going to walk in the dark. Let me sit for a bit with this. And Spirit, the next prompt, tell me, I will follow. Just take a stand. He's saying in the course, take a stand against, he's saying your anger, but whatever it is that is trying to control this, control the terror or control anything, to take a stand against it and just be open.
Yeah. I'm hearing the exact same words you're saying before you say them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just that split second of staying open instead of control and contraction and disappearing. It's just still a bit too automatic. I just need to catch it.
Yeah.
Just split second awareness of I can stay open. I can stay open. I'm not going to be hurt or nothing's going to happen. Something, like find whatever way to convince myself to keep open.
Yeah.
Mm.
So keep showing up here and include your image. It feels good to see you. You don't have to put so much pressure, on yourself.
No, they're just old patterns. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that is one commitment I did make to myself, to the consistency of our joining, because this pattern is so deep, so entrenched, and I don't really catch it.
Mm-hmm.
The tiredness feels real, the sleep disturbance feels real, but the end result, I'm noticing the end result is there's always disconnection. So I just catch it more. Yeah. Suddenly I see you like I really see you. You like with the eyes of the heart instead of like the fear is gone, just talking and seeing. Yeah, thank you both.
Thank you, Mona.
Thank you.
Did you want to share this?
Did you know you unmuted yourself?
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me? Wow. It seems as if you felt it. Yes.
Let's feel and hear you.
Oh, yeah. So right now, in this moment, after Muna's sharing, I thought, I feel a deep anger came or is coming up right now. So sudden, I don't know why, but it's I feel this anger and fear, and to be fearful to speak about this this anger, deep anger against my biological father. And accompanied then by fear and these attack thoughts. It's really deep.
Yeah.
Hurtful somehow, but deep.
Mm-hmm.
And fearful even that he could see this session and hear it. And it's another attack thought that I'm threatened by him then, or I'm hurting him or doing something hurtful. So I thought, I will text to Matthew that he could cut it out or should cut it out from this session. So my sharing.
Well, the good news is you work with your psyche. This is your mind you're working with. So even if it sounds like you talk about your your biological father, and you know, he's the subject of your sharing now. It's fine. It's still about your mind, so you can express anything. And often when you work with the healing, you're awakening, you have to allow this rage to come up. And I think you're in the process of handing him over, and this is just the way it looks. You're letting the rage at him come up.
Oh, could you repeat the last sentence, please?
That you're letting the rage at him come up as part of handing him over.
Yeah, I would.
So it's so good. And even the fear he would see this, I think the chance is slim to none, unless he's a Course in Miracles student and he's joining you. So he's not watching these videos. There's no.
It's not so. There's, I think, no, that's not so much chances, probability, but it's it's my fear. It's so crazy that I think I am somehow he's after me. So and I was in these days, I haven't so much, or I haven't contact to my parents at the moment. So it's quite fearful and feel guilty and even unloving. And last night I dreamt about my family, my father, and suddenly in this dream, he bought the course and was beginning to do the course. So it was a quite clear dream, and now I remember it, or it's still in my head.
Well, we cannot go too long with this session this morning, but I think it's good, Dirk, and I feel that even the symbol that he bought the course in your dream is about your mind. You're working through clearing the past, and the past is shifting in your mind, in your beliefs. So it's that he bought the course is a symbol of you choosing the truth.
To see the two.
Could you choosing the truth?
Choosing, okay,
you're stabilizing, and you're releasing this past image, this biological dad of yours.
Yeah,
it feels like a very good process.
Yeah, it feels so. It's a process, and it goes deeper. I feel more this anger in myself, and I feel it's the same anger which I project onto others as well. So it's a deep anger, a defense, my defense, and I get in touch with it. Yeah.
You can allow it. You can have your own little therapy session where you can speak, allow the anger, whatever it wants to say, to your dad. Just raise your voice if you need to. Go out in the forest and let it out. Speak out the words you need to let out as part of this clearing. Because it's about your mind. You're not doing something wrong. And this guilt of not contacting them, that you can work on releasing that too.
Yeah.
Because you're doing what your mind needs. You need space to heal. You're in the process of handing over these parents that have played such a role, and you don't want the role. So you're in a good process with this.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone. Love you so much.
Yeah, lots of love.